Hello friends, hello family, welcome to my home and welcome to our sacred space that I prepared for us today. Just so you know, now that you're here, we're friends. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I especially appreciate those of you who come back. My favorites. I do want to tell you that I really appreciate each and every one of you. It's very important to me that you know that, because it is so very true. You're the reason I'm here. I'm Olivia, and this is Tarot and Coffee with Olivia, and I am doing a timeless tarot reading for you. I will be shuffling your yes or no questions on camera. I will be doing those yes or no questions after each pile. Each pile has a card topper so that you can choose your pile easily. You don't have to choose a pile. This is really easy to do. Just play along with the video and you will hopefully have some fun, maybe gain some insight and some information. We shall see, shan't we? Okay, so please do like this video. It does help me out a lot. Subscribe to my channel. If you want to find me again, hit that notification bell if you'd like to know when I'm uploading videos. And share this video with a friend that you think will like it. But most importantly, like I said before, do come back. All right. And I do have to say one more thing before we get started, and that is, do remember these are general readings. So do take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Don't make life-altering choices or decisions based on this or any other video. Pick a card. And you can connect with me if you want a private reading on Keen. There's all my information below in the description box. Information on how to reach me on all my social medias and stuff. So. Your card toppers do correspond with timestamps. At the end of each, I do a yes or no question. And at the very end of the video, I do a culmination. For those of you who just want to do the whole video and take all the cards, then we put them all together at the end. And we're also going to add at the end one of our Magical Times Empowerment cards by Jody Bergsma to kind of just beef up your reading a little bit more, give you a little bit more to go with. And so let's go ahead and get started. I'm excited. I'm going to have a sip of coffee first because that's what I do. And I'm going to tell you if it's delicious or not. Let's see. It's delicious. It really, really is. I would not lie to you about that. Okay. Were you actually here, I'd get you your favorite beverage. So if you want to pause the video right now and go ahead and get you something nice to drink, something that you like, it can be anything, whatever your favorite beverage is. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and get started. We're going to start with, oh, you know what? I guess I should show you your card toppers up close. So we'll start with the Happy Cat. I'm hoping there's a good focus on them. I don't necessarily see the camera very well, honestly. And the next one is your Butterfly with the ruby. Your next one is, we're going to call him a crocodile because I can't tell if he's an alligator or a crocodile. I know they have different snouts and I am familiar with them, but this is a jewelry and I can't really tell. He was a ring. Now we're going to show you the feathers. I don't know why I said leaves. These are feathers on the last one. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and get started with Happy Cat. Happy Shop Cat from Japan. A friend of mine brought him back for me. So if you chose Happy Cat, these are your cards today. In fact, let's put them in I'm going to put them in this right order here. I'm going to lay them down here so that you can see them. We have the Three of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and the Emperor. Okay, so the Three of Wands is about joining energies, kind of taking everything that you know and putting it all together and finding the balance of those energies, the unity. With the Queen of Wands, she is the queen, she has arrived. She's ready to use these energies. Not only is she ready to use these energies, but she's ready to share these energies with other people. She becomes a teacher at times. And with the Emperor, you have arrived. You have the power, you have the energy. So this reading is really great for you. These are timeless readings, which means whenever you find this, this is for you. So this looks like a really good this really good phase in your life at this time right now. It looks like you have come to a point where you are understanding your power and understanding what you can do with it and where you are. Then we go into the Queen of Wands. You're actually helping other people achieve their goals because of your experience. And with the Emperor, that's a promise of arrival for you, that you will master whatever it is that we're talking about and what you want to do with that. So let's go ahead and do your yes or no question right now. And I'll get my little Kawaii deck here and we'll do your yes or no real quick. So to do a yes or no question, I do prefer you write it down, but you definitely do not have to. How, right? Okay, so the reason I suggest you write it down is because yes or no's can get a little confusing sometimes. I know it's weird, but it's something so simple. Can be a little confusing. Now, the other thing I want you to realize, especially with these yes or no questions, that you are the master of your destiny. So when I tell you the answer to your question, you trust your gut feeling, all right? You go with that. You don't necessarily have to go with the answer that I present, okay? All right, let's see what we have here. We're going to do your yes or no right now. And your answer is no. However, your answer is no, and you notice you have death and rebirth here. You also have the Six of Pentacles and the High Priestess. You will know when it's time, okay? So the answer is no, but the time is coming, and it's going to be after a rebirth of sorts, okay? So that's the answer to your question. It's not yet is your answer. Not yet. The time will come, and when it comes, you will know. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the butterfly. And let's see what you have for your tarot cards right here. I'm going to check. Oh, yeah, the camera's still going. That's good. That's good. All right, so you have... Oh, and the deck we're using today is the Light Seers, Light Seekers Tarot. I'll put it in the description of the video, okay? So you have the Ace of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, and the Page of Swords. Let's put these... They kind of go... They were... When I put them out, they were like this when I first shuffled them. Okay, so the Ace of Pentacles is about a new beginning. Sometimes it has to do with finances. Sometimes it has to do with education, energies, things that you can, things that are profitable, okay? This is a new beginning. Now, we have the Page of Swords coming through with creativity and lots of new ideas and ways to get started, and the Queen of Swords is a promise of arrival in this case as well. So with the Page of Swords, this has a lot to do with, see how she's holding a book? This has to do with intellect, learning. So basically it's a suggestion that you go ahead and do what it is that you're doing, which is seeking education, especially in order to seek your fortune and find your way in life, right? So the Queen of Swords is very intellectual. She's very competent. She's very powerful. She is someone who really depends on her intellectualism and really depends on her intelligence. So we've got basically this is your reading is telling you today that you're on the right track, especially if you are continuing your education. I don't mean that you have to be going to college. You can continue your education by learning new things every day. You don't have to attend a formal study in order for that to happen, okay? So let's go ahead and do your yes or no question right now. And again, as I said before, I'll say it again, you are the master of your destiny, right? So I'm going to give you this answer, but you're going to make your decisions based on your gut feeling. So feel how you feel when I tell you this answer. And if it really if it doesn't resonate with you, then you do you, because that's the most important thing. Okay, let's see what we have today. Hope you have your question ready, because I've got your answer right here. And your answer is, again, we have a not yet. Soon you will be financially able to do this. But along with your knowledge, your search for knowledge that I see you doing right now, there's also an askance that you search for your spiritual beliefs. Maybe you don't have any. That's okay. You don't have to. It's okay. Maybe you don't believe in that. But this is basically, the Hierophant is talking about, it's almost like an organized, like, I'm going to just say it's your belief system. Let's go with that. Especially when it comes to ethics, your ethical belief system. If you don't, let's just go with that. I'm starting to stutter, and I don't want to stutter. That means I've got too much that I'm trying to say, and it's all trying to come out at once. Okay. All right. We're going to put this away, and let's go ahead. And if you chose the Crocagator, we're going to do you next, but I am going to have another sip of this delicious coffee. So good. If you like this video, do give me that thumbs up. Go ahead and give me a thumbs down if you don't like it. I appreciate any communication I get from you guys. Okay, so if you chose the Crocagator, this is a very serious reading. We have, let me put it in the order in which it came when I dealt these cards. To begin with, we start with Death and Rebirth. I love this deck particularly for the Death and Rebirth card, because they call it Death and Rebirth, and that is what it is. Death and rebirth. With death always comes rebirth. And then you have the Ace of Cups and Temperance. These are such beautiful cards. I really hope you can see them really well. So we have you coming through a big change. Something in your life has ended abruptly, and rebirth is occurring or has occurred. That means you've come out on the other side, and there's a before and an after. To me, it's kind of like my world begins and ends with big events, or ends and then begins again. I feel like I'm just repeating myself. Let's move on. The Ace of Cups. This is a promise of love, specifically any kind of love, any kind of the way that you think about it. It's a beginning of knowing that you have a gift of love, you have the gift of love in your life. Now, the Temperance card is very interesting. I love this card. It is an angel, but Temperance speaks of, when I think of Temperance, I think of making steel stronger, putting it in the fire and beating on it and molding it, sharpening it, and making it stronger. And so when I see Temperance, I think of life's trials and travails. With the Death and the Rebirth card, it looks like you have been pounded and put in the fire. Okay? The promise is that you have guardian angels that will protect you and help you hone your skills, hone your intellect, hone your heart, your love, open yourself up without being hurt too much, without having to feel all the burn of the fire. Okay. So, to put it all together, you've been going through it. It's hit you hard. But I promise there is love in your life. With this card, that is a gift of love to you. With the Temperance card, it's a promise of hope that you are going to make it through this, and you will make it through to the other side stronger and better for it. Okay, let's do your yes or no question. That's a hard one. You're in a hard place, and I don't want to be glib about it at all. But I do want to say, with the Temperance card, you're going to be okay. I do want to make sure you understand that. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do your yes or no question right now. Answer your yes or no question. I do like it if you write it down, but you don't have to. All right, I'm going to answer that question right now. And the answer to your question is, well, it's probably not. It's we've got the Judgment card here telling you to really think about it. We've got the Eight of Cups, and we've got the Five of, is that Pentacles or Swords? I'm really not sure, but it's a 5. A 5 will tell you that you're feeling loss right now, but that you will be on your way soon. That there is hope, that there will be a change. I really feel like this is this isn't, did I say this was a no? It is a no. Interesting. It is a no, but it's something that you'll be able to use your judgment later and be able to possibly change that into something. I don't know what you're asking. We'll leave it at that. Okay, let's go ahead and turn over the last pile. The last pile, oh, we've got more 5s. The 5 of Pentacles, the 5 of Swords, and the 4 of Swords. The 4 of Swords is right here, though. Actually, the 4 of Swords was right here when I I deal them out, and then I try to keep them in the right order, but they weren't in the, they aren't. I didn't do that this time. Sorry about that. It looks like I'm manipulating the cards and stuff, but I'm not. I'm just, it's the same cards. All right, so with the 4 of Swords, you can see that this is kind of a cocooning, a healing, a purposeful taking time to find balance and heal. 4 is a balancing number. Now, the 5 of Pentacles, we talked about 5s being experiencing loss. And in this case, that's no difference. Now, no different. The 5 of Pentacles could be a loss of finances or money. The 5 of Swords could be a loss of something great, something that's very painful. The thing about the 5s is that the 5s are also telling you that this will soon pass and that you will find yourself in a new place soon. And that you will be able to get through this. So let's go ahead and this one's really difficult. We've had a few difficult ones today, and this is interesting because the last few that I've done have been very cheerful and bright. But here we are with the promise that you're going to be okay, that you're going to make it through this, with the acknowledgement that it has been extremely difficult. Whatever this is that you have been going through, these losses that you have incurred, it has been difficult, but there is a promise that things will get better. Now let's answer your yes or no question. And remember, you're the master of your own destiny. So you make your own choices regardless of what the cards say. I want you to trust your intuition. Okay, so your answer is probably yes. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the 8 of... I believe that's the 8 of Swords. We have the King of Swords. He happens to be upside down, but that doesn't matter in this case. The answer is yes. And with the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords, and over here, the 5 of Pentacles, the 5 of Swords, this is actually more than just a yes or no question, because it is a promise that things are going to be righted again. Things are they're going to come back into, your life is going to get back into its order and its place. Okay, now I did promise last but not least that we're going to do a magical times card here at the end to kind of wrap everything up and put it together, and I am going to go ahead and kind of go over things and make this a big reading. All right, the final summation, we'll put it all together. And your anticipation. Your card today, your magical times card, is anticipation. Something wonderful is happening. Changes in the air. Open yourself to blessings because they're on their way. And that's the perfect ending to this. Let me put these away. So we've got a lot going on. Let's start here. Okay. Your energies, you're coming into your own. Oops, I've got coffee on these. You're coming into your own. You are arriving. You are learning to control your energies. You're learning to be yourself and to have the confidence that you need to move forward, with a promise of a continuance of that. Now, then we have the Queen of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles over here, and the Page of Swords. We have, again, this is almost the same story. It's just a different, it's it's the pentacles and the swords instead, talking about intellect, knowledge, and abundance. With the Queen of Swords, again, we have the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords. Both of those women are women who will help other people up. They will teach what they know. Let's move on. And then we have taking the time to rest and cocoon, to take care of yourself, realizing that you do have love in your life, knowing that these hard changes happen, death and rebirth, and this is happening to some of you. You're experiencing this in some way, in some form or another, but with Temperance, it's saying that you will come out of this stronger. Also, here we have these fives over here telling us that something is coming, something good is coming for you. Feel that anticipation. Something wonderful is happening, changes in the air. Open yourself to blessings on their way. So this too shall pass. This darkness, the sadness, the things that we have to go through in order to live our lives aren't always pleasant. Anyway, here we are. We're at the end, and I really do appreciate you. I'm so excited to give this to you and put this out into the world. I'd like to do more of these. I've been slacking, I feel, so I'm going to get back to it, guys, okay? You guys have a wonderful rest of your day or evening, wherever this video finds you, and I really very much look forward to seeing you next time. Do come back. Love you. Mwah.